Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M12, the Tier 7 American SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Malinovka Encounter and is under the command of julkarobert. Now, we haven't seen him before on this channel, but I think we might see him in the future. He's got one mark of excellence on the barrel, and he's moving off into the trees. Let's see how he gets on. Well, the M12, it was 155mm howitzer mounted on an M3 hull, and they manufactured 100 of them, 60 in 1942 and a further 40 in 1943. They did see service in North Europe, and they were known as the door knocker because they were used to knock down bunkers, but they also took part in direct fire on the enemy as well. Oh, nice shot there, just behind the Super Hellcat. If he'd hit him directly, he probably would have wiped him out altogether. These shells will do 700 alpha, penetrating 39mm, and have got a burst radius of 7.6 meters. Oh, and he's gone. That's his first kill. That was clinical, that one. Precision shooting. Now, the M12 is one of those arties that grows in you. When you first get it and you have to fire its stock, you find it fairly difficult. It is one of those arties that gets much better. The further you play it, the more you play it, it just gets better and better and better, and eventually you'll come to like it quite a lot. The big problem though is its lack of ammo. It only gets 20 rounds, which means that you are kind of short. Direct hit on the KV2, 269. Thing is that the M12 can actually run out of ammo if it's firing for virtually the entire battle. 23.9 is the reload time that Julkar's managed to get. If I remember correctly, the book reload is around about 26 to 28, I think. I haven't got the papers in front of me at the moment. Lost sight of that AMX 1375, and that's already bad news, because when you get a little light tank like that creeping up, he can, well, he might get the jump on that AMX 12 ton. A nice near miss on the T-3485. I have the feeling that AMX 1375 could be sitting in one of those bushes right now. They're using the wreck of the Nashorn. And yeah, the 1375 did creep up. He's very, very close to us. And that was, well, virtually a shotgun, but not quite. We were spotted, and the enemy Arty is now paying attention. Julkar's under fire. He hasn't lost any hit points yet, but, well, thankfully that AMX 1375 was wiped out by the SU-152. He managed to creep all the way past that AMX 12 ton without being seen and make it to the woods. And the 12 ton, well, he's trying to retrieve from a T-3485M, who's actually pumped a couple of rounds into him, and Julkar puts a round into that T-3485M to say, no, naughty boy. But he's been joined by a Skoda T-25 now, so we've got two tanks sitting behind that rock. And Julkar's almost loaded, and looks like one of the other RTs manages to hit the Skoda T-25. Fires one in. Oh, he got both of them! That's a bombardier. He's now got 3 kills. The round must have splashed the T-3485 and killed the Skoda outright, but he got rid of two dangerous opponents because both of those medium tanks could have caused havoc in this back area of the map. Okay, we've got a 12-ton somewhere in the dip. There's a budgie up on top of the spotting hill. The scores are even, but I think some very dangerous opponents have been taken out, and thankfully Julkar's managed to get 3 of them. He's leading the score at the moment. We just lost our Hummel. The MX-12 ton got him, which means he's probably out of the dip and skirting around the edge of that cliff. I think that's persuaded Julkar. He needs to move and get into cover quick. In fact, he's moving towards where the 12-ton is to try and catch sight of him. The Cromwell didn't spot him, which is surprising. It could be that he's south. Yes, that's what Julkar thinks as well. He could be directly south of where we are right now, and that's how he saw the Hummel. He's in that little inlet nearby where the T-3485M is. Or he's up on the cliff. Julkar thinks he's in the woods on the other side of the inlet. I think he's up on the cliff near the near where the Cromwell is. A budgie's gone into the cap. Get around into him. He's a one-shot. Rounds out. And he doesn't get the kill, but the budgie is gone. Kill goes to the 40 TP. And the Cromwell's pulling back, which is bad news because we need him where he is. There's the 12-ton. He wasn't to the south. He was actually on the high ground up near that little village. How did he see the Hummel all the way from up there? And we just lost the 40 TP to their M12. This is not good. We're one tank down at the moment. 12-ton is still moving about. He fires a blind shot in. The thing with the M12 and the short ammunition does mean that you have to sort of like sometimes say, okay, I'm not going to fire a blind shot because I need to conserve ammo. It's always worth firing at the spotting bush right at the start of these battles, but I think in this case that was a calculated shot on the MX-12 ton, and he's gone back to that dip to the ramp. It's such a good spotting spot. But he is under fire from the T-3485M, who's probably going to get him. Oh! Well, Julkar tried to get him, and we've lost the T-3485M. It's taken out by the enemy Climax, but they've lost their 12-ton. At last, the Cromwell finally managed to spot him. Lorraine's going up the hill, probably the best move for him. We're down by 1. He's fast enough to get up to the top of the hill and can shoot from there. Meanwhile, the Nashorn has found our Cromwell. He's trying to get shots on him in that dip. We can take him out with 1 round. Here we go. Yep, got him. 4 kills. There's only 4 enemies left. 3 of them are Arty. They've got 1 tank. Well, it's a Climax. It's not a very fast tank destroyer, but it's a very effective tank destroyer when it comes to gun depression. It's got a 105mm gun, so it is capable of doing serious damage. 300 hit points, if I remember correctly, per shot. I doubt if he's actually to the south that way. I think he's more likely... There he is. Yes, he's over the other side. Well, it looks like somebody just hit the Climax. I think that was the Lorraine. looks like a round went in and it stopped. So the Climax is probably badly wounded. Well, he's missing a lot of hit points. There goes the round. Oh, he got him! A snapshot on the Climax and he's got him, which means now it's only 3 Arty, but we did lose the Cromwell. So now it's 2 Arty and 1 tank destroyer, the SU-152, versus 3 Arty. Now the SU-152 is moving closer to where the enemy was last seen, the Climax was last seen. He's headed down into the woods to try and find the Arty. GW Panther, M12, both tier 7. The M44, tier 6. Joker's got 5 kills. If he gets 1 more, he gets a Top Gun. He's already got a Bombardier. Just need the SU-152 to spot. He's looking in advance of the SU-152. That's good practice to see ahead of the tank that's spotting for you, because he's going to see them first. And he's found the M44. It's behind him though. He couldn't get a snapshot off at the M44. He's only got 7 rounds left anyway. It's getting very tense. And the M44 has been found again. It's quickly turning. He's onto the target, but the SU-152 is being chased by the M44, who doesn't give an F, I'm afraid. Yes, I'm not going to say the real word. Round out. And that's a kill. And he got the Top Gun. The SU-152 survived. The enemy's capping. And the SU-152 just got wiped out by the enemy GW Panther. So we got 1 tank, 1 Arty capping. 1 Arty who obviously just killed our tank destroyer. So it's still 2 versus 2. Both have got Artys. They've got an M12. We've got an M12. We've got a Lorraine. They've got a GW Panther. Well, that was just a blind shot to see if he was hiding behind the stone. He's not. Lorraine's moving south to try and spot where the enemy is. We might get a brief sighting of him, or whoever it is. The Lorraine's moving closer to the lake. We'll probably get a sighting very shortly. That's another blind shot. Only 4 rounds left now. 2 in the cap. They're both in there now. They're both in. There they are. He's moving close. I think he's going to try and shoot from this hill. The Lorraine's driving in, which is a bit dangerous because he's facing 2 Arty at shotgun range. Jolka's trying to get his gun down. He's aiming at the M12 first, and he gets the kill. The GW is going in for a shotgun at close range. And they're face to face. And he shotgunned the Lorraine. Joker's waiting for the reload to go through. He's lost sight of the GW, fires a snap. He's got 2 rounds left. He's going to have to try and move forward to find where that enemy went. Okay, spotted him. The GW will know that he's been seen. His 6th sense will have gone off. So he'll start motoring again to try and avoid the shell. We've had the last minute. Oh, yes! He gets a Radley Waters and kills the last remaining Arty. And I think that means he got a counter battery as well. What an exciting end to that game. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And here's the end of battle stats to that game. And it was an ace tanker for julkarobert in the M12. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed 19 in that one. He got an epic medal. He got the Radley Walters medal for killing at least 8 enemy vehicles. Yes, more than half the enemy team. A bombardier for taking out 2 tanks with 1 shot, the T-34-85M and the Skoda T-25. Counter battery because he took out all 3 enemy Arty. A high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and a top gun for getting at least 6 kills. That was one hell of a game. Let's have a look at team score. Highest damage, 2,553 hit points. The next high scorer being the Lorraine, who managed 1,852 and went face hugging a GW, but unfortunately the GW beat him on the reload. And the next high score after that was the enemy M12 with 1,605. Yes, he was quite a good player. And when it came to kills, yes, it's definitely Julka who managed to get the highest with 8 kills. 3 kills went to the GW, the AMX 12-ton, 2 kills to the M12 and the Tiger 1 on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, yes, Julka's got the top in all 3 columns. He was the only one to get over 1,000. 1,349 base experience points goes to Julka. 995 goes to the Lorraine 15550, and 811 goes to the Cromwell. He fired 19 rounds in that game, got 6 direct hits, 1 penetration, 16 splash. Damage of 2,553 hit points, of which 1,638 were up more than 300 meters. So you can see there was some fairly close range shots in that game, especially that 1375. He got very close before being detected. 2 hits received by way of splash damage. The enemy Arty were very quick on the ball to actually get shots on him the moment he was sighted. 11 enemies were damaged, 8 were killed, and 1,519 hit points of stun assist off 8 stuns, and he got 12 defense points by resetting the cap. On a free-to-play account, he earned 33,136 credits, got 52,592 from personal missions payout, and after ammunition resupply, took away 64,448 credits. He received 1,349 base XP times 2 for the first victory, took away 2,698 experience points altogether. What a great battle that was. It had a bit of everything in it, almost shotgunning the enemy. Most times it was almost shotgunning. It was actually accurate shooting that he was doing, but yes, what more could you ask for? I mean, he got most of the medals he needed, and of course he won the game for his team, the last man standing. So well done to julkarobert. At least I hope that's his name. I think with a name like julkarobert, I think you're not British, but, well, I think so. But anyway, it doesn't matter. That was a great game. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.